Hey everyone, to give you guys a little update before the video starts, we are currently actually in the hospital at the moment. Our youngest has had a really weird sickness and she's had some trouble, so we had to bring her to the ER today and we have to admit her overnight and maybe even longer. But I say this because the giveaway still starts today, but it might be a few days before we can start pumping out orders. Obviously, I appreciate you understanding and we thank you so much for your support from the bottom of our hearts. Over the past few years, a ton has changed in my life. From the cars that I like, the type of content that I like to create, especially over the last year in specific. Not only has the content that my channel revolves around changed, but my personal taste and my personal goals have completely done a 180 in my life. With that being said, a lot of stuff is changing around my shop. I've gotten rid of a lot of cars. I've given a lot of cars to you guys away. I have been able to enjoy. A lot of things are changing, so I'm just getting rid of some of the old cars that I don't necessarily drive. The Supra is one of them, so it's going to one of you guys. Every $5 you spend at 53supply.com gets you one shot to win my Toyota Supra. We're gonna do a few more things to it. We're actually working in the shop right now, but I have a little bit of a backstory on what's been going on with the car over the past year and a half or so, maybe almost 2 years. But let's check it out. This is May of 2022. Yeah, pretty much a year and a half ago. A lot of you guys might remember that I bought a V160 and a GTE for my right-hand drive JDM Supra that we imported. And I had plans to make it a crazy car. I realized over this course of time that this wasn't my dream Supra, and I didn't necessarily want to do all of this to a car that I wasn't going to keep forever. Here's a little recap on everything that's happened in the past year and a half or so, what we are planning to do to the car, and then finally getting it running again. That's a super duper diff if I've ever seen one myself. So on tonight we got a 6-puck. It's got a 53 Supply logo on it. That's awesome. I've had new clutches plenty of times and ACT has been like, by far, really genuinely the best. I knew that was heavier than it should have been. You son of a gun. Well, uh-oh. Yes, sir. The last clip you guys saw was about 3 months ago. It took me about that long to procure all of the OE parts and figure out exactly how a V160 works. Also, look at my 240. It's not wrapped yet, but it do look kind of cool. I did a burnout with it. So now, to put the pressure plate bolts on, I have to manually turn over the engine while Austin does one at a time. Okay, now before you guys get all crazy on me and start being like, you can't give away this car, it's a dream car, dude. You always want a Supra. Yes, I can. And two, I've been around a long time and I've had a lot of cars. Dude, it's a piece of metal that makes noises. Once you stop sentimentalizing, I don't even know that's a word, but once you stop being sentimental over inanimate objects in life, things start getting a lot better for you. Enjoy the car and not make a big deal about it because it's not that deep. Hey, Garen, show them what you did. What'd you do, bro? You freaking hurt yourself. They got some Garen skin on the BMW now. There we go. Ooh, that's a good weld actually. So the Supra, it's a long story. That is a long story. Yeah. We got a new diff and then we got another new diff. You wanna show them, Garen? For those of you, and by the way, this is the last video or second to last video I'm gonna be filming on my phone. I got a nice lens again, so I'll be filming on the DSLR. I'm gonna have a nice stuff for you. But dude, check this out.
These are the spider gears in the diff that we bought online.
This dude sold me a Supra diff that was completely in shambles. There's some spider gears literally missing. And so thankfully, people always say like, well, that's why you don't buy with eBay. It's ironic and I do have bad luck with it, but that's why I do, because like eBay has the buyer protection. So I was able to get my money back, which is awesome. So I bought one locally from some dude because I'm gonna be honest with you, I threw away my old diff. I was kind of stupid because I didn't think I was ever gonna use it again, but I realized, aha! Supras have very unique differentials and I need it. What a story that I've had with JZs, Supras, anything to do with a JZ, dude. Like IS300, SC300 even, Supra, and now my other IS300 that's outside, and my BMW that's JZ swapped. What? Just kidding. This was supposed to be the engine that I wanted to swap into the car. And I ended up realizing, especially after talking with like race teams that use JZs, I'm like, NAT's just as good. Just do NAT. There's no reason to throw an $8,000 engine to an NA manual car when this is like somebody that lives in their mom's basement with a bunch of money is going to buy this eventually. You know? That with this transmission, like I don't need a 15. Well, technically, like I have like 20,000 in it, but I don't need to put a $20,000 drivetrain in this thing. So. Only 20K. Obviously, you guys should know what we're doing with this car. If you don't, you've been sleeping. Wake up a little bit, go back a couple videos. This car's going away, and we're just gonna bring this car back, revive it for how it is, because guess what? I am the best person in the world at turning a running car into a not running car. And the way I did that was I just took the transmission apart while it was running perfectly fine. The car was, at the time of me taking it apart, literally one of my best running cars in my fleet, and then I just let it sit for a very long time. As you guys can see, we have a W58 back here again with the stock components. I never had an issue with any of this. The only problem was that the clutch that came with the car was an OEM clutch and it was slipping at 600 wheel horsepower. So we now have an ACT clutch for the W58, meaning that should be a little bit easier on the trans. Everything is really good with this trans, so like I'm putting it back together and making it a running car again. There's a potential for me to use the GT EV160 for something eventually, but it was more of just I didn't need to do it for this car because like it was just overbuilding for no purpose, and it was a lot of money dumped into, again, a car that I had no intention of keeping for forever. I want to get this car running again and have fun with it again, drive it on the street again, maybe do a couple turbo engine bay updates and stuff, make it a little cleaner. And then obviously give it to one of you guys. Dude, I have not driven this car even a year and a half ago. The only thing I would do is take it for a couple pulls, bring it back in. Like I just never drove this car, and I'm not really exactly sure why, but I have gotten to the point to where if I don't drive the car and I don't want to like take it everywhere, then I don't necessarily want it in the collection at the moment. Life is weird that way, bro. Like you get to the point where you're like, I'm 20 years old and I can afford my dream car. And then you're 25 and you're like, I don't do anything with this dream car. And then it's like you're 29 and you're like, I want some boxes again, and I don't need this dream car because I'll buy one again someday whenever I want. So we are putting it all back together and just making it a running car, dude.
More running car mean more work.
True,
like
dude.
half of them were running. Not even half of them were running when I got here.
That's true. Everything is running except for the Mustang at this point, and that is not going to happen for a while, so don't even count on it, boys. Unless, of course, we sell out on the giveaway, you know what I mean? Go buy $1 bajillion worth of merch, and I'll finish the Mustang tomorrow. You have my word. Baba booey, look at that, boys. We haven't seen this engine bay in a long time. If you guys need a synopsis about what's going on here, we do have... What are you laughing at, bro? What's going on, bro? Okay, bye. We got LS coil packs. It's not an eBay turbo anymore, and it has not been for a long time, so please do not think it is. Big fuel pump, big injectors, and of course, it's NAT and stuff, but what are you talking about? Oh, that's maybe enough. Yeah. Maybe enough cranking voltage. I'm gonna be honest with you, like, the only reason I'm really getting this started is because I'm doing the giveaway on it. Like, this car's just been sitting for so long, and it's because, like, again, my desires for cars have just changed. I think when I was like 22, 23, how old was I when I graduated? 24, whatever, like, bought a house, started buying my dream cars and stuff, and it was really cool at the time because I was like, dude, look what I'm accomplishing at this age. And then it started to like be like, now what, you know? It kind of felt like there was no next step. And I don't know, then I sort of found myself over a couple of years of just doing things, and now I'm giving this car to one of you guys because I've enjoyed it enough. Let's see. Does it? Oh, it's not even like... Uh-oh. Got the wipers on. All right, let's see.
This thing's dead.
It is super dead. Okay, so we're currently going to use the running S2000 to start the Supra. And by the way, if this car starts right now, well, when it starts right now, every car I own is going to be a running car, Garen. Every single one that's in the shop. We're not counting cars that are elsewhere because those are now somebody else's problem. Are you kidding me right now? I think the battery's just that dead. All right, well, we've got a 0% charged 1.9 volt battery for this boy, and
Since it started in 7 years.
hey, it's been 16 months to be precise. All right, a little battery swap. Garen's gone, but I gotta see if it turns over. Fuel pump's on, so that's a good sign. Okay, we need to charge it more. Shoot. Yes, sir. Yeah. Man, it's not run in over a year, so it's probably not gonna sound amazing. Oh. Oh man, she hasn't been alive in a long time. I'm sure there is oil that needs to be everywhere. He is alive, boys. Ladies and gents, asking you will receive. Got my DSLR back up and running, so we got a nice camera set up. So last videos on my phone, I've heard you guys, I got it, okay? Now, I do wanna say, you guys might have heard some little ticking sound. I need Garen to replace the slave cylinder because the clutch was partially engaged. So I don't really know how that happened while it was down, but stuff happens when your car is down for a long time. Car runs, I'm super stoked about it, and I'm really ready to take it for a spin. Win my Supra, go check out, we got tons of merch. Every $5 you spend, whether it's a computer mat, which is one of my favorite things we have, computer mat, jet tag, check this thing out, banner, shirt, hoodie, shift knob, you name it, every $5 you spend on the site gets you one shot to entering and to win one of the biggest dream cars for everyone of all time. Don't tell me you don't want one, okay? Everybody wants one. You're silly if you say you don't. So I had a different way to end this video, but so Julianne is currently, she's admitted overnight. She's had it's been, oh, what a day, dude. Wow, I gotta tell you, dude, when they say, like, I have never felt so much pain than looking into my little baby's eyes while she's like clearly helpless, like she's looking at me like, I don't know what to do, I'm scared. And I'm looking at her like, I don't know what to do, I'm scared. You know, it has been a really rough evening. But as I said earlier, the giveaway is obviously still live. I did have an announcement, and if you follow my Instagram, you would have seen that I purchased a car recently, and I was supposed to be at the 144 print house and sell some merch. I may or may not be there at this point, but I'll let you guys know, obviously, on my Instagram stories. I know that I gotta take care of this. You don't gotta tell me that, but it's like, I'm just letting you guys know. So I will say, guys, oh man, things happen in life. We'll have times where we're scared. Stuff just goes on. People we love pass away, get sick, people come and people go. And that's just how life is. And keep trucking. Despite what's going on right now. I did have a good outro for you, but I just wanted to update you guys on what's happening. This has been such a crazy night, but yes, I am giving away my Supra. It's going to go to one of you guys, and I will say, it's because of you guys, and it's because of giveaways like this, and you guys supporting our site, supporting us and buying our merchandise. It keeps us going. This is a huge thing for us, so especially right now, with figuring this out, that is one of the best ways you can support us. So thank you all. Again, say a little prayer for my baby girl. Hope she gets better, man. This has been a really rough day. So I will catch you guys later and give you guys some more videos whenever I can. Everybody have an amazing day, an amazing weekend, and then for the giveaway, happy shopping and good luck.